Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to explain a problem on design for shear. The support section of a PSC beam 150 mm by 300 mm is to resist a shear of 100 kN. The pre-stress at centroidal axis is 5 kN per mm square. FCK 40 Newton per mm square. The cover to tension reinforcement is 45 mm. Check the section for shear and design suitable shear reinforcement. Ft is equal to 1.5 Newton per mm square. Here they have given a cross section, that is rectangle cross section 150 mm by 300 mm. Let me show you. We should draw this figure by ourselves. So write down the dimension. Neatly they have mentioned that they have given a cover of 45 mm. Tension reinforcement cover has 45 mm. So what we should do is dt is equal to 300 minus 45 will give you 255 mm. 300 is overall depth. It will be 255 mm. So dt value is known and this cover is 45, and keep it in mind, always cover will start from the bottom up to the center of the cable. Next is write down all the datas. Ft is equal to tensile stress is equal to 1.5 Newton per mm square, shear force 100 kilonewton, FCP means compressive pre-stress, FCP is 5 Newton per mm square, FCK 40 Newton per mm square, then this is cover as 45. Next, external shear force. How to calculate this external shear force is the ultimate shear force is equal to Vu is equal to 1.5 into 100 will give you 150 kilonewton. Actually, this 100 kilonewton is actual shear force at the support. So, to get the ultimate shear force, we need to multiply with the factor of safety. Factor of safety is considered as 1.5. So 1.5 into 100, you will get 150 kilonewton. Next is calculation of internal shear resistance. For that, we know the formula. For a straight cable, VCO is equal to 0.67 B into D into whole root of Ft square plus 0.8 FCP into Ft. That is equal to, substitute all the values, we know all the values, so 0.67 into 150 into 300 into whole root of, root is there, it's a whole root, 1.5 square plus 0.8 into 5 into 1.5. You will get VCO has 86.6 kilonewton. Now we should do the comparison. If we compare it, we can clearly see that VCO is less than VU. So we need to consider a second case. Second case in the sense, I have already done the video regarding the design steps. So please go and check there. If VCO is less than VU, then we should consider we should provide the shear reinforcement, or as we have got shear resistance of the concrete has 86.6 kilonewton, which is very less than the ultimate shear force VU. So we need to design for the shear, and the provision of shear reinforcement is must. Um, concrete has the capacity to take up only up to 86.6 kilonewton, but due to external load, the shear force coming on the beam is 150 kilonewton. So the concrete is weaker to take the ultimate shear force coming on it. So we need to strengthen the concrete with the shear force by providing vertical stirrups. So because of that condition, we have considered using two-legged 8 mm vertical stirrups. And remember, we are considering two-legged vertical stirrups, and for providing the vertical stirrups you can use 8 mm or 10 mm, not more than that. Next is calculation of ASV, that is area of the stirrups, is equal to, we have considered two-legged, so 2 into pi into d square by 4 means dia of the bar or dia of the stirrups. So pi into 8 square by 4, you will get 100.53 mm square. Now we have understood what is the area of the stirrups. Next thing is we should find out the spacing for vertical stirrups. For that, the formula is ASV by SV is equal to VU minus VCO whole divided by 0.87 Fy into dt. This is available in page 48 IS 1343. Substitute the values. Except SV, we know all the other values. So ASV is 100.53 is equal to 150 into 10 power 3 minus 86.59 into 10 power 3 whole divided by 0.87 into 415 into 255. Here from kilonewton I have just converted it into Newton. So it therefore, the spacing of stirrups is 145.96 mm. But for minimum shear, we have a formula ASV whole divided by B into SV is equal to 0.4 whole divided by 0.87 into Fy. You will get this formula in page 48 IS 1343. Substitute the values. ASV has 100.53 whole divided by 150 into SV is equal to 0.4 by 0.87 into 415. We will get spacing has, this is a minimum spacing, it has 604.9 mm. So the next thing is maximum spacing. This standard formula, that is 0.75 dt or 4 BW, is available in the codebook. In codebook itself, they have given that the maximum spacing should be 0.75 dt or 4 BW. 0.75 into dt is 0.75 into 255, we will get 191.25 mm, or 4 into 150 is 600 mm. Take least value of all the 4. Consider these two values also. It is 145, 604, 191, 600. These are the 4 values we have got. So the least one is 145. So I'm just rounding off to the whole number, and I have just reduced the spacing. So write a statement that provide two-legged 8 mm vertical stirrups at 140 mm center to center. Here you can in the first figure, this is two-legged 8 mm vertical stirrup cross section. After that, we should design for a longitudinal section. Just observe here, at the supports it is 140 mm, spacing between the stirrups is 140 mm center to center, and at the mid span it is 190 mm center to center. Why it is like that means, we know that the shear force is maximum at the support. So the designed shear reinforcement is provided only at the supports. We have designed it for 240 mm center to center, so it is provided only at the supports. For the mid span of the beam, a spacing of the shear reinforcement will be considered from the least value of the maximum. In between these two, which one is a least value in the maximum spacing? We should consider that it is 191. So round it off to 190. As per the IS specification, we are using this. Hope you have understood how to write this spacing. For midspan, it should be considered from maximum spacing and the least value should be considered, and for this it is the whatever we have designed two-legged 8 mm vertical stirrups at 140 mm center to center should be provided at the supports. Next thing is this shear force diagram. Even for how to draw this shear force diagram means, you can observe it's like a triangular variation. So by using similar triangle concept, we can solve this. Here VU is, that is shear force is 150 kilonewton. Write it here. Already we have decided the spacing at the supports for the vertical stirrups is 140 mm center to center, and here also it is 140 mm center to center. And for mid span portion, the variation is like this. So the highest value is VCO is equal to 86.59 kilonewton. Here the spacing between the vertical stirrups is 190 mm center to center. Like this we can calculate these values, and what did I say means, by using similar triangle we can find out these length from this point up to here. How much is the length that can be found out? For example, I'm just giving some extra information, nothing else. You need not to worry much about it. If you are fine with this, you can just write these things, mention the spacing and leave it. If you are interested to know how much is a value here or length here, you can solve by using a similar triangle. For example, the complete length of the span is considered as L. From here to here, that is exactly at the center, the value will be L by 2. So we have one triangle, complete big triangle is 150 by L by 2 is equal to 86.59 kilonewton. By this length I'm considering it as X. So by using similar triangle, what we can do, 150 by L by 2 is equal to 86.59 by X. You will get X value. Okay, hope you have understood. Thank you.